and SAOD is proper, the VSync, href, hsync value should be proper. So what will be the values it has to generate, and what is the horizontal timing for the pixel clock. If all these things are proper, based on your pixel clock and href, we will get the data. But if you can able to check, D0 to D7 is a first byte which is in the same order, but the second byte, if you check, is it visible or 4? Sir, can you zoom? Okay. I guess now it's visible. So if you check for the first byte, whatever D0 to D7 we are getting, this is for the R component of 0 to 4, 4 bit for the R, and in the green component 5 to 3, 3 bit alone. So in the second cycle, whatever the next 8 bit what we are getting, if you check 0 to 2, that means next 3 bits of the G and 4 bits of the, 5 bits of the blue. So this standard actually it will represents 565 RGB standard. So R is 5 bit, G is 6 bit, and B is 5 bit. So this is called RGB 565. Okay, this is a standard. So whenever I read the input data, initially I have to store R component alone, then G component for the last 3 bit. Okay, next G component for the first 3 bit, and then B component. So we have to invert it and store it. So we read about the what are the input devices and output devices, input parameters, all are over. Now we need to understand what are the functions I have to do. I know this is my input, this is my output. So pixels is my input, again pixel is my output. But input pixel has only a pure color information, but output pixels has some encoded information along with the color. Okay, so both are pixels only. These two I know. Input device is camera, output device is VGA or some storage device. These also I know. So input devices as a pure pixel, output as a VGA form. So all these things I understand. But what kind of processing elements I need to attain this functionality to get the repetition image or video? So to understand this, whether I need to process the input with the same domain or in some other domain. So the domain specific functions, whether I need it or not, I need to understand. So what is this domain specific functions? First we'll understand. So whenever you are processing a data, the real time as a time period, based on the time instance, whatever the data you are getting, you are directly processing, directly imposing a function on it, then it will go for the time domain signals and time domain processing. But if you are directly imposing anything in the time domain, what are the features I can able to get in the sense, whatever the human can understand. In the physical eyes or whatever we are seeing, with that if I want to understand something, only that I can able to process. But if you want to process something else, maybe some of the other features which you have inside the signal, something like, we said it's a invisible watermarking. Okay, so if it is a visible watermarking means directly I can able to impose another pictures on top of it, will be visible. But if it is invisible means what? Definitely I can't keep the pixels on top of it. If I keep it, it will be a problem. So I need to move it into some other domain. So what are the other domains we have? Frequency domain, phase domain, we have angle domain we have. So which domain I have to process, I need to understand. So if you are processing anything with the frequency domain, then if you are processing anything in the frequency domain, it means we are processing with all the, it's a correlated data of the input. So the entire data signal, whenever it's correlated, then we can able to easily process with the frequency domain. But phasor domain means it's a comparison of two. So two different signals are there. when these two different signals, when you are want to process, this phase shift will be used. So something like uh, the modems, which you are using for the Wi-Fi. Okay? So these will use the phase modulation. So why this phase modulation means, during frequency modulation, I can't able to understand, the system can't able to understand the proper 0 and 1 in the digital domain. But phase modulation will easily define what is the phase shift between one signal to other signal. So the modem can easily understand. The other reason for the modem in the phasor domain is the short range. So short range. So in a longer range, we can use a frequency. The loss in the frequency is very less. But in a shorter range, if you use a high frequency, the 5G technology, whatever we are using is the high frequency signals. So whenever we go for a higher frequency ranges, the higher frequency signals will go for very short range. So in a short range, you'll go for a very higher loss. So if you want to reduce the loss, phasor domain will be better for the shorter range. But frequency domain will be little difficult. So here we are going to process only with the frequency domain. So in the image, frequency domain means how much color information I am going to have in the entire image. So for the only 0 color, that means only black color or only white color or only green color, something like that, how much color information it has throughout the image. That is the information we are getting in the frequency domain. So once we move into the frequency domain, how we need to process, we need to understand. So to move into frequency domain, we have Fourier transform, Hadamard transform, Laplace, and Z transform. Many transform functions we have. So which transform functions I need to use? First I have to understand. So if we check the transform functions, we can able to divide into two different categories. One is integer based transform, another one is non-integer based transforms. So this integer based transform, in the sense, we know about the basic transformation functions, everything has something like e power something. So what is this e power j is defining the circle. Okay, so this circle actually the most important one for processing a non-linear system. As a human, we can easily understand a linear parameters. We can easily understand and we can easily process a linear parameters or a real-time parameters. But if the parameter is virtual or if the parameter is non-linear, definitely we can't process, we can't understand. Even the system can't understand it. So if you want to process a non-linear domain, non-linear functionality, we need a linear portion inside the non-linear function. Is a major role or major important one which is extracting a linear parameter inside the non-linear. Okay, so what it sends inside the circle, the origin is there. Okay, to represent a circle or to understand the circle, we have something called radians or else theta. Okay, we say, what is the circumference of this? We'll say radians, in terms of radians. Correct? So this radians or theta actually it's saying a linear parameter of the nonlinear function. Okay? So when I say a theta, this is horizontal. It will make one rectangle triangle. Okay? So whenever you take this slope, the slope for this circle is constant. So based on the origin, even if I enlarge my circle with 1 centimeter radius, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, but the angle is 45 in the sense, for the angle 45, the slope is same. That's what we'll say, cos theta, sin theta, tan theta. Okay? So if you just look on the theta alone, it's a non-linear. But if you check for the cos theta, sin theta, tan theta, this is linear, which is actually representing a constant value. Okay, so for the 1 centimeter radius or 5 centimeter radius or 500 centimeter radius of circle, if the theta is some x degree, then your value will be same. So that is the linear thing. So this is the linearity what we are going to extract. So the angle of frequency, the next step, it's nothing but if two circles are there, something like what difference between two different signals which is having two different angles. So this is your angle. That means how the angle is varied. Okay, what is the rate of change in the angle in a single signal? This will be given by the angular frequency. Okay, so these are the linear parameters what we are expecting, but this linear parameters will be there in the non-linear domain. That means from the time domain, when we convert into frequency domain, we are converting into non-linear domain. So from one domain to other domain, when you move, a linear system will convert into non-linear. Okay, so in the time domain, whatever the linear parameters are there, it will be becomes as a non-linear parameters. But inside the non-linear parameters, if you want to process, we need the linear properties, which will be given by the e power j. That's what all the transformation functions or all your conventional convolution functions or all your correlation filters, everything has in the equation e power something as Twiddle factors. They'll say cos functionality, cos transform, cosine transform, sine transform. So whichever we say, all these transform functionalities will have e power something. This e power is representing the circle. Again, that e power, if you expand, it's cos theta plus j sin theta. Okay, so this again it will give the linear portion of the non-linear signal. So if I go for the non-integer based transforms, all this e power I'll get it. But Hadamard transform kind of thing is a integer based transform. Here your Twiddle factors are not e power.